We're back again for the 4th league of the day. I purged all of the horrible lands from the mana bases in between the break, so hopefully the remaining decks will play better. Anyway, let's spin the wheel. Bogles. All right, it's Bogles. You know them, you love them. They're the hexproof creatures that you can't interact with. So we've got Slippery Boggle on 1, Glade Cover Scout on 1, and Silhana Ledgewalker on 2, which can't be blocked by non-flyers. Then in the rest of the enchantment slot, we have got Cartouche of Solidarity, Ethereal Armor. This is the important one right here. Spirit Link for life. Abundant Growth and... yeah, so Abundant Growth here, cantrips, adds to the enchantment count for things that care about enchantments. Commune with Spirits, to find an enchantment, usually, or a land, but usually an enchantment. Rancor, get that trample in. Utopia Sprawl helps speed us up and is an enchantment that counts towards the enchantments, the total enchantment count. And then we've got the big bombs, All That Glitters, +1 for each artifact and enchantment, and Ancestral Mask, +2 for each other enchantment, and Armadillo Cloak, +2 trample, life gain. And I mean, that's pretty much it for what this deck's doing. Spirit Links in the sideboard so we can race aggro decks. Free Wind Falcons, pro red. Again, really good against red decks. Standard Bearer. While an opponent is choosing targets as part of casting a spell they control or activating ability they control, that player must choose at least one flag bearer on the battlefield if able. So it is an auto-on spell skite. I don't really understand why you need this if all of your creatures are hexproof already, but it's in here. Flaring Pain, which you can technically cast by using Abundant Growth or setting red on Utopia Sprawl, prevents your opponent from, makes it so damage can't be prevented. So there are fog effects in this format. This is a way to get through them. Ram Through, instant target creature you control deals damage equals its power to target creature you don't control. If the creature you control has trample, excess damage is dealt to that creature's controller instead. So if we need to kill opposing creatures, this is a way we can do it. And Vitality Charm, instant 1 mana, either make a 1/1 insect, give a creature +1 in trample, or regenerate target beast. As far as I'm aware, our creatures are not beasts. Oh no, Slippery Boggle's a beast. So if our opponents have sweepers that aren't negative toughness, hypothetically, we can regenerate, or we can just give one of our guys trample, or we can make a 1/1. This can help protect from like edicts, I suppose. That's also a value of like Cartouche of Solidarity to protect from edicts. Anyway, that's Bogles. This ought to be pretty straightforward. Let's go. Man, you know, one of the things I like about Pauper so far is it's pretty straightforward. There's no games that last an hour because everyone's a control player who's drawing 20 cards. There's no insane snowball games where one person gets way, way ahead of the other player on turn 2 or 3. There isn't a million things to consider when using Ponder with fetch lands and free spells and what to exile. It's just like, play your cards. I mean, you have to account for like board position, math, card advantage, 2-for-1ing your opponent, that kind of stuff. You know, the core of Magic gameplay. And not all this excess bull like, oh god, what do I fetch with my fetch lands? I need to be able to cast this Leyline Binding on curve so I don't die to Ragavan. But if I don't fetch my basics, then I lose to Blood Moon. All right, we're on the draw for round 1. Well, we only have 1 land, but we do have a Utopia Sprawl. So I probably just Sprawl on turn 1, and then I'm not sure what after that. But this hand's keepable regardless. Or I just play Glade Cover. I'm not sure. Monastery Swift Spear. All right. Well, our Armadillo Cloak's going to let us race them pretty hard. All right. Land and... man, do I just name green so I can go... Glade? So next turn I can go Glade Cover plus Rancor. Or Glade Cover plus Commune with Spirits. Or maybe I just cast Commune with Spirits right now and try to find another land. Yeah, all right. Let's Utopia Sprawl and name green. So name green, then over to them. Great Furnace, Voldaren Epicure, into Kuldotha Rebirth, eat the blood token. All right, well, we're getting hammered pretty hard here, but if I can play Glade Cover and then play Armadillo Cloak, I think we're good. That's 2 big ifs there. Drawing Silhana Ledgewalker. All right, so float, and then let's cast Commune with Spirits, because I need to find lands. Well, there's another forest, so then let's play the forest, and since putting a Rancor on Glade Cover Scout is not really that good... actually, no, I guess it is, right? It's more power next turn. Yeah, all right, so let's play Glade Cover. Let's play Rancor here, and let's pass to them. We still need to get white mana, unfortunately. Implement of Combustion. Man, we can just steal this game if we find white mana. Kuldotha Rebirth. Tap land. Swing all, no blocks. All right, white mana. That's untapped. Ugh. We have the Armadillo Cloak in our hand. I guess I could have named white here, but then we would have been off curve. I don't know. How much damage am I taking next turn? At least 7 if they don't bushwhack. All right, so let's play Silhana, and then let's just keep rancoring this guy, and hopefully we draw white. If they play Bushwhacker, we're dead. If I just block here... Another problem is that 4 of our white lands are tap lands. All right, block a thing. Well, there's Bolt, we lose. All right, so let's see. Sideboard, Freewind Falcon, Spirit Link. I assume those are the ones we want. What's getting cut? I don't think I can cut any of my Hexproof guys, right? Like, none of them can go. Probably anything. Well, I was thinking anything that's slow, like Abundant Growth, but we actually need that to fix for white. So I can't cut that. Man, what do I even cut here? I have no idea what you're supposed to cut. Cartouche of Solidarity. Maybe Rancor, because again, we're facing aggro. So the most important card... Oh, actually, wait. So we're bringing in Freewind Falcon, right? So Silhana Ledgewalker can maybe go in that case, because it's basically just a better Silhana Ledgewalker. All right, so... all right, keep 2 of the Rancors. Basically, none of their stuff kills the Freewind, and it can freely just block whatever you want. All right, that's fine. So, yeah, submit. Okay, we don't have any lands, so that's a mull. We have 2 lands that both enter tapped, and we don't have any creatures. Jeez, although our hand has double Armadillo Cloak in it with 2 Ethereal Armors. Problem is, if we just don't draw a creature, this hand's dead, right? Yeah, let's mulligan. Okay, well, keep this and put back... Let's see, I don't actually need this because the Abundant Growth fixes. And then I have to cut another card. I probably can cut Utopia Sprawl. Yeah, all right, so let's do that. So turn 1, let's just get the Boggle out. So turn 1, play the Boggle. Voldaren Epicure. All right, another land. So tap this, Abundant Growth this one, and then we draw another card. Ooh, Spirit Link. Fantastic. All right, so Ethereal Armor our guy, and swing in for 3. And then next turn we'll Spirit Link it, and we can outrace them. Monastery Swiftspear. Plays a land. Yeah, Kuldotha Rebirth, the blood token. So we take 3, go to 16, and, well, we're just drawing lands, but let's see. So Spirit Link this, and swing. All right, gain some life, and back to them. Now, since we don't have trample, we are in a position where they can potentially block with a guy and bolt it before damage to prevent us from gaining life. So I think I'm better off trying to attack them right now. Oh, Bushwhacker. We're not taking too much damage, are we? We're at 20. We're taking a lot from this. 7. All right, Freewind Falcon. So play Freewind Falcon. I think I'm still supposed to attack. So let's swing. Galvanic Blast us. And they do have 3 artifacts. Sack the Implement. We go to 6. Oh, man. We're actually dead here? Oh, no, we're not. Okay, not quite. We can block the Swift Spear and go to 1. Blast Runner gets +2 and Menace as long... Okay, so we have to block Swift Spear. All right, we're at 1. Drawing into Abundant Growth. All right. Abundant Growth here. Draw a card. Thornblight. Well, play Thornblight. And then, man, like... So let's say I swing, I go up to 6, and then I'm still in a position where I'm dead to any haste creature, any burn spell. That's the problem, right? I guess I just don't attack anymore. Well, I'm dead to any burn spell if I don't attack, but if they have a burn spell, then I'm dead anyway. All right, let's just wait. And then, I mean, if I can draw, like, Cloak, Ancestral Mask, etc., then I can potentially get out of this. Cast Blast Runner. All right, Kuldotha Rebirth, make some more goblins. Trigger the Swift Spear. Plays Great Furnace. All right, back to us. We drew another Spirit Link. Actually, each of these is a separate instance of life gain, right? So I put this on here. It becomes a 6/6, and I gain 12 when I attack them. So I attack. They'll chump with something, or they don't even need to chump. Let's assume they don't even chump, right? They go to 3, and we gain 12 and go to 13. And we have 1 blocker, right? So we can block this and take 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and survive. Well, I'm definitely putting this here, so let's just do that. We're dead to a Bushwhacker. We're probably dead to a Bushwhacker anyway, though, right? Block, block. We go to 13, and then we take 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11, 12. Yeah, we're dead to like Bushwhacker or Bolt off the top anyway, so we may as well attack them. Swing. At least we guarantee that they lose a creature. Or, I guess if we don't guarantee that they lose a creature, they can just gain the life here, but that's fine. We're dead to Bushwhacker. We're dead to a burn spell, so... We're dead to those regardless of whether we attack them or not, so we may as well attack them. All right, we won, apparently. I'm pretty sure I just run the same thing back, right? Yeah, all right, run the same thing back. All right, we're on the draw, and we've unfortunately only got 1 land again, although we do have Utopia Sprawl to name white, but we have no creature to actually play, and we probably need to play a creature. Yeah, all right, so mulligan. All right, this one actually has a creature to play, so I'll keep this. And then, let's see. I guess I don't need 2 different Boggle creatures. So I'm going to go turn 1 land Utopia Sprawl, name white. And then if I don't draw another land, is it better to play Freewind Falcon or is it better to play Boggle plus Spirit Link? I think it's probably better to play, I guess it depends on if we curve, right? So we have to curve into the 3 mana spells, in which case it's better to have a Boggle that already has Spirit Link on it than it is to have a Freewind Falcon that we then have to put something else on, I guess. So I'm going to put the Falcon back. All right, Mountain, Blast Runner. All right, another land. Excellent. It's better to probably just play Utopia Sprawl first. All right, so Utopia Sprawl, name white, and then over to them. Great Furnace, 2 mana. Reckless Impulse for another Reckless Impulse and Swift Spear, and then we take 1 from this dude. All right, so play the Boggle, play Spirit Link on it, and then play this tapped, and then back to them. And then we can suit it up with Mask / Armadillo Cloak next turn. Plays the Reckless Impulse, hits Bolt Reckless Impulse. Attack, no blocks. All right, they just don't have another land. So Ancestral Mask on here. Then play this tapped, then go to combat, swing. And then if that wasn't enough to wrap it up, we're super wrapped up next turn with Armadillo Cloak. Swift Spear. Plays Bolt on us. Very well. And then they swing. We go to 17. All right, doesn't matter. Oh, man, we're just so... This is going to be brutal. All right, Armadillo Cloak. Yeah, they concede. All right, round 2. How do you feel about the Pauper meta, generally speaking? I haven't played enough games with it so far, but it seems to be grouped into... There's like a bunch of aggro decks of different varieties, but they all mostly are just creatures, turn sideways, kill you. Then there's like a bunch of quote-unquote value decks. Well, there's the value decks that are like the Ephemerate decks. Then there's like the mid-range decks like Jund. And then there's... I guess control decks, and there's what, 2 combo decks in the format or 3 combo decks in the format. I feel like I'm playing against red a lot. All right, we're on the draw for round 2. All right, this hand's acceptable. We've got turn 1 Slippery Boggle into turn 2 Rancor plus Commune. Island from our opponent. All right, play Slippery Boggle. Opponent force spikes it. All right, well, so I assume this is fairies then. All right, well, let's play around that. Slippery Boggle. Commune with spirits, and if they want to counter that, they can. All right, grab all that glitters. Over to them. End of turn, Mental Note. Mental Note again. Okay, so this is Terror or Delver. Thought Scour. The fact that it's all islands, and it's shamefully all 3 of them are mismatched. Absolutely shameful. All right, well, glitters this, and then Rancor it. I am in a position where I can't actually attack into their spirit, or their serpent, though, so let's just pass. Another island, plays Delver. Plays another Delver, and those are also mismatched arts. The shame. The absolute shame. All right. Abundant Growth on a forest. Trigger. Another Rancor. So land, Rancor. Well, we got a 9/5 now, so let's attack. Swing. All right, opponent's at 11. Let's play Glade Cover Scout, and then over to them. Will the Delvers flip? They will not. 5th land. No attacks from them. All right, so they can block the Boggle. I can cave it, and then they have to triple block in order to kill it, right? And which is fine, because then we just re-Rancor onto something else. Yeah, so let's cave, and then put the counters here, and then attack them. If they want to kill this, they have to triple block it, and then they lose their whole board doing that. Or no, they don't have to triple block it. They just have to double block it, right? Well, that's still fine. All right, damage. So they lose these guys, and the Rancors trigger, and they're at 6. And then we can just re-Rancor onto here next turn. All right, Delver trigger. Okay. Well, whatever that was, they're conceding from this position. So let's see. Mono blue, Delver, Serpentine Curve, one of those. Do I board in anything? Still don't understand why I need these. Freewind Falcon's useless. This doesn't matter. Is Ram Through important in this matchup so that you can kill their big serpents? I feel like the deck as is just fine against what they're doing. Oh, maybe... Oh, I get it. Okay, Standard Bearer is for the mirror, because then all of their auras have to target this. All of your auras have to target this thing. All right, that makes sense. All right, let's just run the same thing back. No turn 1 guy is a problem. Yeah, hand that doesn't have a hexproof dude in it probably is just not keepable. So let's mold this hand. Oh, a hand that has no lands in it is also not keepable. So mold this hand. All right, keep this. I have to put 2 cards back. I'm going to put back... I don't have any idea. Thornblight and 1 Utopia Sprawl. All right, let's do that. Island. We drew another Utopia Sprawl. Well, if they force spike, they force spike. Utopia Sprawl. We indeed are getting force spiked. All right, we have another Utopia Sprawl, though. Island. Huh. I suspect another counterspell incoming. Let's run out a Boggle. Force spike. Yeah. 3rd island. All right, let's run out another Boggle. Glade Cover Scout. Mental Note in response. Milling Land Delver. All right, it resolved. Lorien revealed cycle for an island. Plays an island. Plays Tolarian Terror. Now, what is this thing? Ward 2. It's just a 5/5 with Ward 2. All right. Let's Utopia Sprawl this land and name white. Oh, come on. Annul. All right. Well, back to them. 5th land for them. We take 5. 4 mana, Deep Anal. All right. Well, there's not much to do beyond just casting Rancor on this. Combat. Swing. All right. They take 3, 17, and then it's back to them. Mental Note. Milling over. Thought Scour Island. Brainstorm. Flashback Deep Anal. All right. Tolarian Terror hits us. We go to 10. We're still not drawing any lands, so let's just Rancor this again. Opponent Spell Pierces. Very well. We're just not going to win this game. Yeah, there's no scenario where we win this, right? I guess like they could hypothetically run out of counter spells. That's not happening. We have to immediately draw a plains so that we can ethereal armor our guy, and then they also have to not have a counter spell for that. Milled over Murmuring Mystic. All right, take 5. We're dead. All right, I once again see no reason to change anything in our deck, so let's run back the same thing. On the play, we have Solhana Ledgewalker on 2, although that does get Force Spiked, but what can you do? If they got Force Spiked, they got Force Spike. Forest, go. All right, let's see if it gets Force Spiked. Solhana Ledgewalker always has the Force Spike. If I wait a turn, they can just have Counterspell, so, I mean, may as well try it. Delver. All right, well, now we just don't have a Boggle, so we're going to lose. I guess I can Spirit Link their guy to prevent them from hitting us, right? Or basically to neutralize the damage. I'll do that if I don't draw another Boggle by next turn. All right, Delver flips over. They have Consider on top. Take 3 from Delver. All right, well, we're still not drawing any Boggles, so let's just Spirit Link their guy. Thornblight Bridge, go. Consider, mills over, or surveils Deep Analysis to the yard. 3rd land. All right, so they hit us. Spirit Link triggers. We gain the life back. Well, still no Boggles. Pass. Opponent considers. Surveils nothing. Mental Note. Mills over Brainstorm, Murmuring Mystic. Another land. The problem is, yeah, we're just going to lose the next time they find a creature. Well, we're just not drawing any of our guys, so we're going to lose. Do they just not play Counterspell? They must, right? Flashback Deep Analysis. We take 6 from this thing. The moment we even find a Boggle, they'll just counter it. So, like, there's no... All right, here's a Boggle. Is it get countered? Yep, it gets countered. I also despise hard counters. I know that might be a hot take, but I feel it's just such a horrible gameplay feeling when it's like, it doesn't matter what you top deck because your opponent's just going to counter you. I much prefer cards like Monolith, where you actually have a way around it. Where it's not just, oh, you can't, they have a counterspell and there's nothing you can do. I also think it's good gameplay if the blue deck actually has to interact with you. Like, they actually have to pressure you. They can't just sit behind a handful of counterspells the entire game. And if your counterspells are counterspells like Mana Leak, then you actually have to kill your opponent. You can't just sit there forever because eventually your counterspells won't be good anymore. I wish white got more counterspells like Monetize. I think counterspells themselves are some of the most unfun cards in the game. But if you're going to have them, they should all be dependent. They should all have like ways around them or have restrictions. For example, is there any card that just kills a creature unconditionally? There's one. It's Terminate, right? All the other black kill spells all have some kind of condition. You can't kill black creatures or artifact creatures, or the spell costs you 2 life. And then white has Swords to Plowshares as its one unconditional kill anything removal spell. But even unconditional removal still has the downside of ETB triggers still generate value even if you have them. All right, opponent plays an island. Back to us. Let's run out our Boggle. Mental Note. All right, are we playing against exactly the same deck? 2nd island. All right, well, I guess if our opponent's on Spell Stutter Sprite or something, they can ambush this, but that's fine. I assume it's just Terror again. All right, play this tapped. Play another Boggle. All right, that resolves. Brainstorm. Lorien revealed, cycles for an island. Plays the 3rd island. Once again, shamefully mismatched arts. All right, so I guess we're what? Playing around Force Spike, maybe? Let's cast Commune with Spirits and let's just try to find another land. All right, there's another land. Play a land. Play Rancor on one of these. Doesn't matter which one, I guess. Consider in response. Does this resolve? It does. Ethereal Armor. Does this resolve? That one does not resolve. I debated on which order I should put them in, but I figured that if one of them gets countered, the Rancor does more damage this turn at least. So they've milled a whole bunch of stuff. They Thought Scour. All right, there's Cryptic Serpent. Play a land. All right, max the value out. Ancestral Mask here. Still can't attack, so we may as well play this Glade Cover Scout and then over to them. And then next turn we'll play all that glitters. Consider. They did not put it in their graveyard. Really? You're attacking here? Sure. All right, we're at 14. Plays another Cryptic Serpent. All right. Oh, man, it sucks that these are both white, but I guess they tapped out, so... All right, all that glitters... Well, kind of. They don't have Counterspell open. Go to combat. Swing with this huge Boggle. All right, they're at 4. This kills them next hit, sort of. They do have double blocks that they can potentially put in front of it. Deep Analysis to draw some cards. All right, I like seeing them tap out. Island. No attacks. Oh, cool. All right, Ethereal Armor. No Counterspell mana. All right, we got it. Game 2, again, I don't see the reason to change anything. I guess there's, an argument for ram through, but that already implies that we have a Boggle that's decently sized to begin with. And I feel like if we have a Boggle that's decently sized to begin with, we should be able to just win the game. All right, let's run the same thing back. All right, well, we got 3 Boggles to get through a Force Spike, so I'll keep. Delver. They're not Force Spiking. Ooh. All right, play a Boggle. Just land this first turn, and then we can go second turn, land Utopia Sprawl on the forest, name white, and then double Aura this guy. Delver does not flip. Second land, swing with Delver, no blocks, go to 19. All right, play a forest, tap this one, Utopia Sprawl this one, name white, tap, Ethereal Armor on here, Spell Pierce, okay, don't pay it, Rancor on here, Rainstorms in response. All right, so Delver's flipping next turn. So the race is on. Rancor, swing. All right, what are they revealing? Another Brainstorm. Sure. Third land. Delver hits us. We go to 16. All that glitters. All right, all that glitters this. Brainstorm. Does it resolve? No. Counterspell. All right, Commune with Spirits. Let's grab Abundant Growth and then go to combat. Swing. Solarian Serpent. Well, now we really need to find something good. Ooh, Armadillo Cloak, although I can't actually attack through this still, which is a problem. But let's get this on here while they're tapped out. So Armadillo Cloak and then pass back to them. They're attacking with both, so we don't block. We're at 5. All right, Cryptic Serpent. All that glitters. What a draw. All right, Abundant Growth here, trigger. So I can play 1 Boggle as a blocker and then swing with this Boggle. So they go to 4, we go to 15, and then this can just block Cryptic Serpent. Another Cryptic Serpent. Swings with just Delver? Yeah, swings with just Delver. Another Armadillo Cloak. All right, so float here, Armadillo Cloak here. So this is 17 power of creatures, but how much is it on toughness? It's 15 toughness, so they can just block with everything. All right, let's keep waiting. So play another Boggle. So none of their other creatures can attack besides Delver. So let's just keep waiting until we find something that we can punch through with, because we're not in a hurry at this point. All right, swings with Delver. We go to 9. Another Cryptic Serpent. Jeez. All right, well, we're not drawing anything. How does this not give flying? It has wings. Anyway, yeah, just pass back to them. All right, they attack with Delver. And we're at 6. Drawing into... Plays another Delver. Oh, okay, so if that flips, we're dead. Solarian Terror. Holy crap. What is this? So the problem is if I attack, they only have to block with 2 Serpents and a Delver, and they trade with our guy, and then they still have a way bigger board. All right. I'm just going to assume they're not going to flip the other Delver, because I think that's the only way to win this. All right, is it flipping? This is kind of insane, right? They've played 4 spells and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 bombs. All right, it didn't flip. Deep Analysis plays another land. So then they hit us with this Delver, and then we've got 1 turn to draw an answer, and they have to not have a null. Oh, they're just going to swing with everything? Are we dead on this attack? So this blocks Cryptic Serpent. This blocks this Cryptic Serpent. This blocks this Cryptic Serpent, and this blocks this Terror, right? So we're good here, right? We're gaining 13. Oh, right, the Armadillo Cloak's trigger. They don't actually have lifelink. What was I going to draw? Yeah, nothing. All right, sideboard. Again, I just feel like, okay, so none of these cards are relevant, as is Flaring Pain. Vitality Charm also not relevant. So am I supposed to board in Ram Through in this matchup? I guess I am. So Ram Through, and then what? Spirit Link Cut, Cartouche. Like, what are the worst ones here? Probably Rancor. Yeah, I guess I just need to be playing Ram Through. All right, submit. All right, that's fine. Keep. So am I playing Boggle on turn 1, or am I just playing Thornbright into a land Silhana Ledgewalker? I guess let's just guarantee that there's a Boggle in play. If I play it the other way, I lose to Force Spike plus then another counterspell. All right, let's try to Utopia Sprawl this. If they want to Force Spike it, it's fine. All right, they didn't. So let's name white. Play this, go to combat, swing, Thought Scours themselves, milling over Deep Analysis and Force Spike. Second land, plays Delver. All right, let's see if we can resolve All That Glitters. All That Glitters, that did indeed resolve. All right, well, go to combat, swing. No blocks from them. Do I want to ram this, or am I supposed to wait until they play one of their huge serpents? All right, I'll play Solana. Island Cycle DeLorean revealed. Delver trigger, does it flip? It does. They revealed a null. Well, that's unfortunate. Another Delver. They are not attacking. All right, commune with spirits. All right, abundant growth's fine, so let's grab that. If they want to annul this, I guess they can. Actually, now let's just ram through this and this. All right, go to combat. Swing here. If they did choose to annul it, then I wouldn't have had any mana to do anything. So yeah, let's just kill one of their Delvers and keep hitting them. This one did not flip. Cryptic Serpent. All right. So Solana Ledgewalker is like the best one because it can just keep attacking through them. That's going to get countered by a null. Well, let's go for it. Abundant Growth over here. That resolves. 2 Ancestral Masks. All right. Well, let's see them counter the first one. So there's a null. And then I'm in a position where I don't want to attack with Boggle, so I'll just swing with Solana Ledgewalker. Delver reveals Thought Scour. Thought Scours, milling some cards. Plays Talarian Terror. Plays Delver. Okay, so this one can block this. So let's mask here. Do you have another counterspell? They do have another counterspell. Well, play this, play Glade Cover, and go to them. New Delver trigger. Doesn't reveal. They do have Deep Analysis in their graveyard. Yeah, Deep Analysis, plays a land. Well, we finally stopped drawing anything useful, so, I guess just keep passing. Brainstorm. All right, so now their Delver gets to flip, and then they can be in a position where they can just start attacking me, I guess, with at least one of the Delvers. Mental Note, mills over another Deep Anal. All right, wait, the Delver doesn't flip. All right, Deep Anal, they're at 3. Another Talarian Terror. Drew another Glade Cover Scout. All right, well, we're going to play it. Pass to them. Mental Note, milling over 2 lands. Delver trigger, no flip. 7 lands. Another Talarian Terror. Attacks with Cryptic Serpent. Yeah, I don't have any good blocks right now either. Yeah, all right, that hits me. So I'm at 14. Man, we're just not drawing anything now. All right, Solana Ledgewalker. Counterspell, sure. Well, we still don't have any good attacks. Delver finally flipped. They found Brainstorm. They cast Brainstorm. Another Delver. Well, this is rough. Oh, they're swinging with all the Delvers? Okay, well, the only way I get out of this is if I find an aura that I can put on Solana Ledgewalker that kills them. So let's just block here. And they have to not have a counterspell. All right, all that glitters. Does this resolve? Nope. All right, do I survive the next attack? I block here and here, and then I'm dead. Yeah, all right, we lose. Round 4. So in that matchup, I think you're supposed to bring in Ram Through and then exclusively play it against the big Serpents and not Delver. On the draw for round 4. All right, well, this looks great. So we're definitely keeping. What are we against? Swamp. Nile Spellbomb. All right. Man, we get punished by an Edict so hard, though, if it's black. Slippery Boggle. Second Swamp. Ichor Wellspring. All right, suited up. Ethereal Armor, Rancor. Attack for 5. All right, we got to dodge an Edict. Deadly Dispute, eat the Ichor Wellspring. Gardens, probably. Yeah, I'm not sure what we're up against here. All right, Colony Garden, so yeah. Well, we still got Trample, so we're doing all right here. Ethereal Armor, play this, combat, swing. All right, we win in 1 attack, so let's see if they can get out of it. Oh, I guess I should have played Cartouche to play around Edict, right? Reckoner's Bargain, eating the Nile Spellbomb, not paying for it. Yeah, I guess the only out is Edict. Yeah, I should have played Cartouche. All right, they just don't have it. So Reckoner's Bargain up to 7. What? Well, they're just dead on the board, right? Like, I don't see what they could have. Cartouche. Play Abundant Growth. All right, so we win. So Gardens. What do I need to play around, right? They've got Edicts, they've got Crypt Rats, and Sweepers, tiny Sweepers. All right, so I assume the life gain isn't as important here, so I get rid of Spirit Link, and what else? Standard Bearer, irrelevant. Freewind Falcon, irrelevant. Cutting Spirit Link. Flaring Pain doesn't matter. So Vitality Charm to play around the Edicts. Oh, let's see. I probably don't need to race them. Yeah, so let's cut 1 Armadillo Cloak. All right, let's do that. This hand does not have a Boggle, but it has a lot of really good cards in it. But it's another example of, like, we only have, what, 12 Boggles in our deck, so it's a 1 in 4 chance of even drawing a creature. Yeah, so we have to mull. Well, this has no Boggles and no lands, so let's mull to 5. Well, this does have a Boggle, so keep this and put back, what, Armadillo Cloak and probably just the other Armadillo Cloak, given this hand. Yeah. Whoa, our opponent mulled to 3? What? Swamp. All right, Glade Cover Scout. Go ahead. Cycles Troll of Khazad-dûm. Grabs Haunted Mire. Plays Haunted Mire. Blood Fountain. All right, so Edict Protection, get Silhana Ledgewalker into play. Combat, attack with Glade Cover Scout. Chainer's Edict, sack the worst of the 2 Bogles. All right, more Boggle Protect, or Edict Protection, so play another Silhana Ledgewalker, combat. They go to 18. I guess I also have to play around -1 sweepers, right? -1, -2 sweepers. Gets another swamp into play. All right, so now I need to try to find a way to prevent my guys from dying to sweeps, right? So Abundant Growth here. Trigger to draw. Cast Commune with Spirits. All right, well, I'm 1 turn away from being able to play Ancestral Mask or Armadillo Cloak, so let's grab Ancestral Mask and then play a land and go to combat, swing, the Juka Bog, sure. All right, Ancestral Mask, one of these. It is a 3/3. We're now immune to Edict plus Sweeper. So, I don't know, play another Boggle, go to combat, swing, plays another land. All right, they're not doing anything. So, at this point, I'm going to stop playing creatures, I think. Or maybe not. I guess they're dead in 1 more hit if I play another 1/1. Yeah, all right. So, let's just... I guess no. I can kill them with Cave of Temptation next turn. All right, pass to them. Just make sure not to lose to... just make sure not to lose here. All right, we got it. On to the 5th and final round. We're on the play for the 5th round, and this hand is so close to being keepable. Actually, we can Commune with Spirits for a land and then play a Silhana. All right, it is keepable. All right, play Commune with Spirits. Ugh, no lands in the top 4, eh? Well, hopefully there's a land in the top 5. Forest. Well, there's a second land, so Abundant Growth here. Trigger. All right, well, we get Silhana next turn. Second Forest. Plays Priest of Titania. All right, there's Elves. Play a land, play Silhana Ledgewalker, play Ethereal Armor, and over to them. 3 mana, lead the Stampede, Elvish Vanguard, Mystic, 2 Llanowar Elves, and plays the Vanguard. So this is +1 counter whenever another elf enters. All right, so let's just outpace that by a lot. So Rancor, all that glitters, go to combat, 12, which they can't block, and then they're dead in 1 hit next turn. Another land, Lizalana Huntmaster. What does this thing do whenever you cast an elf, make a 1/1? It doesn't matter. This is just going to kill them in 1 hit. Plays another Vanguard, plays elf, trigger, 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 trigger. 8/8 Vanguard in turn 3 is pretty, or turn 4 is pretty good, but they're just dead. All right, Ancestral Mask, super power, 22/20, Silhana Ledgewalker that you can't block. Ba-boom. All right. So, Elves, ram through? I assume the life gain is not as important, but it's probably still important to some degree. All right, let's cut Cartouche. Let's cut 1 Armadillo Cloak and the Spirit Link, I guess. I think that's what I'm supposed to do. All right, on the draw for game 2. We got turn 1 Boggle or turn 1 Utopia Sprawl into Silhana. All right, keep this. Forest into Monodork. All right, let's play Utopia Sprawl and name white. Over to them. 3 mana. Play Timberwatch Elf. All right, play this tap this, play Silhana Ledgewalker. Over to them. Bunch of mana. Well-Wisher. Is this thing gets +X until end of turn X is the number of elves, so it doesn't have to be attacking or anything. All right, well, all right, Armadillo Cloak here, and then just don't attack them. Over to them. Oh wait, no, right, they can't block this. Oh yeah, I should have attacked. Oh, I'm dumb. Well, another Well-Wisher. I forgot they couldn't block this. How did I forget that when I just did that last game? Gleeful Sabotage, blowing this up and blowing up the Utopia Sprawl. Well, that's pretty awful. Well, that's rough. I guess I don't attack or block the 7/7 Well-Wisher. We're just too far behind. Even if I play more stuff, we're just way, way too far behind. All right, let's concede this match and just go on to the next one. Yeah, let's just keep ram throughs, and then this is fine. All right, we're on the play. We've got a pretty good hand. Keep land, Boggle, over to them. Forest into Monodork. All right, well, we need to find more lands, so let's commune. Oh, man, that's the white source right there. I also do need to find even a 3rd land after this, so I think I'm going to grab the... Do I just grab the Forest and then play the other commune and try to hit another white source? That's pretty weak. All right, let's just grab Thornbridge and play that and pass. Second Forest. Plays Elf Well-Wisher. Sure. All right, Utopia Sprawl here. Name white. And then let's glitters this, and it becomes a 3/3, right? Or 4/4. Oh, right, it counts the Thornblight. Combat. Swing. So over to them. 4 mana. Plays Lizalana Huntmaster. And then Well-Wishers to gain some life. Sure. Okay, I need to get Rancor on here. So, actually, I need to get... Yeah, okay, so Rancor... Actually, let me cancel that. So it's more efficient to just play Ancestral Mask, right? Even though they can just chump it. but chumping it's fine because then I just have trample next turn. Or maybe I just need lifelink. All right, let's just put Armadillo Cloak on this. Armadillo Cloak, combat, swing, trigger, we go 27. All right, they played another Lizalana Huntmaster, make a token. Plays Birchlore Rangers, triggers, make some more tokens. They're gonna make us so much life with the Well-Wisher. Thankfully, they still don't have a good way of killing us at this moment. Plays Quirion Ranger, make some more elves, trigger, make some more elves. Their hand's empty, and now Well-Wisher, and they Well-Wisher again, they're at 43. Well, this is certainly a deck that exists. All right, land, Ancestral Mask here. How much power do they have to block with? They've got 3, 7, 8, 9, and they can untap a thing, so they have 12. All right, Rancor, combat, untap the Well-Wisher, tap the Well-Wisher, swing with Slippery Boggle. All right, they're at 39, we're at 43. This is one of the games I have played. Well-Wisher, 57, and then 75 via Quirion Ranger, attack with everything. I don't know how much we're taking right now. All right, down to 25. So, mana here, abundant growth over here, trigger, drawing ethereal armor this, and then commune with spirits. There's another All That Glitters. We can't cast it right now, but we can cast Rancor. So let's Rancor, attack for 38. Okay, Well-Wisher, tap, they're at 93. Then they don't block, 38. They go to 55, we're at 63. And they have double Well-Wisher plus Quirion Ranger. Birchlore, make even more tokens. And then activate the Well-Wishers. And I'm swiftly losing track of what's even happening. But all right, 118 life. Attacking with all their guys. We don't have a blocker. So then we go to something. 43. All right. All That Glitters. Our Boggle is humongous. Play another Boggle. Go to combat. Swing. All right, they're at 66 and we're at 95. Oh my god, Distant Melody, draw an amount of cards. Okay, they have cards. I think we're gonna lose this, because all of their tokens, every 2 creatures produces a mana, and every creature produces 2 tokens. So let's see, Lizalana Huntmaster. I actually can't outrace their Well-Wishers. Priest of Titania. They have 20 cards in their hand and a bunch of... Yeah, alright. So they have, like, I don't know. I've lost track of how many creatures there are. They're at 138 and they have 18 cards in their hand. We have a 52-48 Trampling First Strike Lifelink. Not really, but Armadillo Cloak's basically Lifelink. So, you know. I think I may actually just be dead, right? Because they have Timberwatch Elf now. They have 2 Timberwatch Elves. Oh, look, we drew an Ancestral Mask. So let's Ancestral Mask our Goblin. And attack. Swing. All right, well, the life totals are both in the triple digits, ping-ponging back and forth. How many elves do they have? They've got 20, 30 something. I don't know. Lead the Stampede. Oh yeah, they clean up, stepped, and discarded a bunch of lands. Sure. So things are happening. Tokens, tokens, tokens. Tokens, 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 tokens. Tokens, tokens, tokens. What are we at? They have like 50 creatures? I forget. Wildheart Invoker. Target creature gets +5 and trample for 8 mana. And they have 20 bajillion mana. They're pumping something. I don't know what. Oh, right. The Timberwatch Elf tells me how many. There are 64 elves on the battlefield. And the Wildheart and the Timberwatch Elves can pump things. And, all right, what's happening? This is a 198 Trampling Elf token. All right. They got it. Uh-huh. Well, that was Bogles. And... like Bogles in every other format, I think the deck kind of sucks because it has, first of all, there's always the problem of there's the draw the wrong half of your deck problem where you just don't draw a Boggle in your opening hand and then you have to mull, or you don't draw enough like payoff auras and then you have to mull. And then there's times where your hand is okay and then you just draw again the wrong half of your deck and then you're just dead in the water. The deck can't even race Delver really well, or Elves, I suppose. This sideboard's pretty awkward. It's like it's missing cards to beat certain decks. What else? Once again, these just feel like they suck. I don't want to play them, but I do understand that you do need a certain amount of white mana. I don't know. I wonder if there's other like good auras that we could play in this deck that we're just not playing. But I feel like probably All That Glitters, Ancestral Mask, and Ethereal Armor are like the big payoff ones, and then everything else is kind of whatever. So I don't know. If this is the concept of the deck, hexproof creatures plus auras, it's probably designed the best it can be. But anyway, yeah, that is Bogles.